Hey everybody, I'm Denise Reed and this is Just a Point of View, and I hope you'll come and play along as I am fiercely chasing happiness through my podcast. And I am also covering the 52 List for Happiness by Moorea Seal, and I hope you'll play along and maybe you might indulge yourself with a purchase of Moorea Seal's list journal, or maybe grab a sheet of paper where you can create your own list, as we're on list 28 of her 52 List for Happiness. And this week, according to Moorea Seal, we are looking at the list of projects you have been meaning to work on and finish. And I have written in my journal, I've almost filled up this 2-page spread for list 28 for my personal goals. And I was trying to look down the list to see if I had put any business things in here. And I don't think I have put any business things in here, which is interesting and very telling about where my perspective is in this 52 List for Happiness. It's been a very personal journey for myself, and I hope that you'll explore your own happiness going through these 52 lists that Moorea Seal recommends that we cover in our lives, where we can gain some happiness. I've definitely needed it. This has been a trying season in my personal life, and I knew that I needed to really focus on happiness. Not that I'm obsessed with it, but when you're facing difficulty after difficulty after difficulty, and the metronome of struggle doesn't seem to stop, it helps to take an adult time out and actually consider what really does make you happy. And sometimes that shifts. I'm just saying that we can't always be happy 24/7, and sometimes you just need to focus on it. So here we are at list 28, and I've kind of been twisted up about list 28 because of the fact that it's a list of projects that you've been meaning to work on that maybe you haven't been, and there's a reason for some of those things, just saying. So you might want to look at what you consider are projects in your personal life and professional life, and look at the meaning of finishing them for your happiness. Sometimes you just need that list where you can cross something off, just saying, so you don't lose your mind to think that you're actually getting somewhere in your personal life. And sometimes you just need that list so you can draw a big X through something and go, I have done one something today that I didn't feel like you were going to just saying and spinning around in circles in your chair, going nowhere and wondering, did you put your clothes on right today? Because sometimes life throws you a few curveballs, and there's not a clear path. Sometimes you have to zig and zag to get through to the end of where you want to go. That I have found personally that if you focus on your desires, your values, and the process, and you love the process, you'll get the projects done. It's, in life, sometimes it's about the fact that, you need to brush your teeth every day. and you got some toothpaste and it gives you fresh breath, and you go, okay, now I have fresh breath. Now I can maybe put my clothes on, maybe run the rake through your hair where you look like something instead of the fact that you may have just rolled out of the bed, and actually enjoy the process. And if you're not enjoying the process, it's time to reevaluate the projects that you have on your list and go, should I really be doing this? Is this really meaningful? Is it meeting the desires of my heart? Is it bringing that happiness that I've been seeking into my life? Because sometimes you'll find that what you're doing doesn't do that anymore, and you have to reevaluate. You have to take the dice and put them in your hand, blow a little luck in there, and let them roll and see where you come up next. Sometimes you have to cut the strings and go, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've had enough. I've reached my limit and I can't do it. And just call calf rope. Just saying that sometimes stopping is the answer to finding your happiness. And Moorea Seal always does a great job about giving you an action item on the list. So maybe after you take a moment and look at your projects and make sure that the work for those projects is still meaningful and the process brings you happiness, and maybe create a scale of 1 to 10 on your list of things to do, so you know like really where that priority is of either cutting it off, delaying it for a season, or putting it on your action items currently to really focus on your happiness. I am finding that sometimes you just have to do that and take a breather, and just step back and really reevaluate where you are on your project list. So ask, is your project list creating happiness? And if it's not, maybe you need to do something about that and realign yourself so your joy comes back, and that there is definitely meaning in finishing a task and a project. And the process, it can be powerful, especially if it's leading towards growth in your personal and professional life. And happiness is a worthwhile pursuit. Just saying. I'm here cheering for you, and I hope that you're cheering for me and that you found this a meaningful coffee break as you explore your list of projects as we go through the 52 lists of happiness, because sometimes you'll put something on your project list and it's not now in this time. There's a reason why you've been procrastinating. Just saying. So I hope that this has been a worthwhile exploration, and you take a moment to consider the desires of your heart. And life is short. Just saying, it's way short. And you're not going to live forever. So take a time out. Take a look at your project list and ask yourself, are these things going to bring me happiness, and should I keep pushing through to accomplish these tasks? Because sometimes you may find out that they're just not worth the effort, or you have to realign. So I give you permission, not that you need my permission, to take this adult time out and reevaluate your project list and consider list 28. And Moorea Seal says it's your list of projects that you may have been meaning to work on and finish. And you know what? Sometimes you don't have to. Just saying. So, thanks for playing along with Just a Point of View. I'm Denise Reed with the Concierge Office Suites, and this is my podcast, Just a Point of View. And I hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So, have a great day. See you later.